You ever notice how some songs just like grab you? They're suddenly everywhere your feed's playing in cafes, and next thing you know, you're totally hooked.
Yeah, definitely.
That's exactly the vibe with APT by ROSÉ Blackpink and the one and only Bruno Mars. It's just completely taken the world by storm.
Oh, absolutely. It's more than just catchy, though. It feels like a whole cultural moment. So today, we're going to really dive deep into APT.
Let's do it.
We want to figure out not just what it is, but why it became this massive global phenomenon. We've looked at tons of online discussions, Reddit threads, music analyses, all that stuff. And basically, we're trying to pull out the key bits, the surprising things that made it such a huge hit. Think of this as the shortcut to understanding its impact.
Okay, let's unpack it then. When you first hear APT, what hits you straight away is this really upbeat, playful, almost kind of flirtatious energy, right?
Totally.
It's got this amazing mix of genres going on. Definitely some pop punk, a bit of indie rock, even electropop.
Yeah, and that hint of new wave nostalgia too.
Exactly, like Blondie or Tony Basil, but
yeah,
modern.
That mix is super important, I think. The production feels kind of retro, but also really current at the same time, which is not easy to pull off.
Right.
And the lyrics just nail that lighthearted, fun feeling. ROSÉ starts off with, kissy face, sent to your phone, but I'm trying to kiss your lips for real.
Yeah.
It just pulls you into this world of easy connection, hanging out with friends. It doesn't take itself too seriously, and I think people really connect with that.
Okay, but here's where it gets really wild, and I bet most people don't know this.
Okay.
The actual core idea for this massive hit song, it came from a popular South Korean drinking game.
No way! Seriously?
Seriously, ROSÉ herself said it's her favorite drinking game turned into my favorite song. Can you even imagine?
That's amazing.
Apparently, she was in the studio, taught her team the game, and everyone just got instantly hooked, especially on the chant part. And from that, just messing around, they started playing with it. She suggested making it a song, and then she said, after Bruno joined the track, the rest became history.
Wow. That's such a cool, organic origin story for something so huge.
Isn't it?
And what's really clever is how they wove that specific cultural thing right into the song's identity. The title, APT, it's not just random letters.
Right. It stands for the Korean word APT.
Meaning apartment, yeah.
Yeah.
But in the song, the apartment isn't just, four walls. It's more like a symbol.
A symbol of what?
Oof, like a safe, comfy place where friends get together, relax, have fun, make memories. It's the perfect vibe for a song about just hanging out together.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah.
And speaking of culture, Bruno Mars isn't just a guest vocalist here.
No, not at all.
He seems genuinely into the Korean culture side of it. You see him waving Korean flags in the video.
And he sings, "Ok Jionbe."
Exactly. Which means cheers, right?
Right. It feels like a real, authentic mix of cultures, not just something tacked on, which is so important for these global collabs, don't you think?
Totally agree. His participation feels really respectful and enthusiastic. It makes it more than just two famous names on a song. It feels like a real connection.
A bridge, yeah. And for anyone listening who's now curious about the actual apartment game that started it all, it's actually pretty simple.
Okay, tell us. How do you play? I'm picturing a party scene now.
Okay, so you get the players chanting apatu, apatu, that catchy bit, while they cross their hands up and down 3 times.
Got it.
Then everyone stacks their hands one on top of the other. Think of it like building an apartment block floor by floor.
Like layers.
Exactly. Then a leader calls out a number, and players start taking their hands away one by one from the bottom up, counting 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
And whoever's hand comes off on the number the leader called out, or if someone messes up the count or something, they have to take a drink.
Okay. It's fast. It's got that rhythm. I can see why it's a good icebreaker.
Totally. And I can definitely see why that chant got stuck in Rosé's head. It's so catchy.
And you're right. These games often aren't even really about the drinking itself.
Exactly. It's more about the fun, the connection, getting everyone laughing and energized.
Yeah, breaking the ice.
Precisely. They create that kind of lively, fun atmosphere.
Right.
Now, thinking about huge K-pop hits going viral, obviously Gangnam Style comes to mind.
Of course. The classic.
But APT is actually quite different in some key ways. It shows how much things have changed,
How so?
Well, Gangnam Style was almost all in Korean, right? APT is mostly English, with just apato really being the main Korean word. That makes it way more accessible globally right off the bat.
That's a huge point. Accessibility. Plus, Gangnam Style was this sort of bolt from the blue with PSY. He wasn't really known outside Korea before that.
Right, it was unexpected.
Whereas APT has ROSÉ, who's already a global star from Blackpink, and Bruno Mars, who's, let's be honest, a guaranteed hitmaker worldwide.
True. And another thing, APT just exploded instantly, dominated the charts right away. Gangnam Style kind of built up steam over time, didn't it?
Yeah, it took a minute to become that massive viral thing.
So what's really cool here, I think, is that the success isn't just about the music itself. It feels like a celebration of cultural exchange.
Yeah, definitely.
It introduces Korean culture to a global audience in this really fun, natural way. It doesn't feel forced at all. It just proves music can connect people, you know? That whole universal language thing.
Okay, so the cultural story is fascinating, but wait till you hear these numbers. The chart performance. It's just been like an unprecedented takeover, not just for K-pop, for any artist.
The dominance is kind of staggering, honestly. APT was ROSÉ's first song to hit over 1 billion streams globally on Spotify.
1 billion, wow.
And it's the first single by any Korean female soloist to go platinum in the US, according to the RIAA.
That's history right there.
These aren't just cool stats, they're like milestones, setting a new bar for Asian artists in the US market, changing how we even think about what a global hit looks like.
Unbelievable. And it was #1 on the Billboard Global 200 for, what, 10 weeks?
10 weeks. And that success pushed ROSÉ to become the highest charting female Korean artist ever on the main US charts. The total streams worldwide, it's over 2.6 billion now.
2.6 billion.
Yeah.
That number is just hard to wrap your head around.
And to give you a sense of just how global it is, get this. APT is the only song by a female, not just K-pop, any female artist to hit the top 10 in all 10 of the world's biggest music markets.
All 10.
All 10. And it was top 3 in 8 of those. That's incredibly rare for any song this decade. It shows this truly universal appeal you just don't see very often.
That really puts it in perspective. Wow.
And it had 2 weeks where it pulled in over 200 million streaming units for the Billboard 200 chart. It's one of the fastest songs ever to get to 1 billion streams globally.
And the YouTube views too, right?
Oh, yeah. It's on pace to be one of the fastest ever to 1 billion views there, too, even with YouTube being stricter now about filtering bots and stuff since 2019.
So it's real people watching, genuinely popular.
That's what it suggests, yeah. The music video itself smashed records, 500 million views super fast. Now it's over, 879 million?
Crazy numbers.
And it was the first #1 on Billboard's pop airplay chart for an act known mainly through K-pop. Another barrier broken.
Man. And speaking of #1s, it was #1 globally for 13 weeks. It even blocked Mariah Carey's Christmas song.
Yeah. Even Mariah couldn't stop it during the holidays.
It hit #2 in the UK, #2 in Japan too. But okay, maybe just as interesting as the stats is this whole did they know question.
Right. The backstory.
ROSÉ herself apparently wanted to delete the song at first.
Seriously? Delete it?
Yeah. She was apparently a bit freaked out, asking her team if it was okay. She wrote a song about a drinking game, told them to delete it off their phones.
Oh, wow.
Only to find out they were already completely obsessed with it.
That really makes you wonder, doesn't it? How much did they really expect? Some people involved probably thought, okay, this could be a hit, maybe top 20, top 40.
Sure, standard hit expectations.
But this level, this kind of global domination, probably not. It just shows how unpredictable viral success can be. Sometimes the simplest, most relatable ideas, even ones the creator doubts, just connect massively.
It proves virality has its own logic, right?
Exactly. It's not always planned.
And the ultimate funny twist in the chart story, APT was stuck at #2 on the Hot 100 for a while because it was being blocked by.
Another Bruno Mars song, Die With a Smile.
Talk about competing with yourself at the very top.
It just shows his incredible hit-making power, doesn't it? But, okay, moving past the numbers. Why does this song actually stick with people? Why the deep resonance?
Yeah, what's the secret sauce beyond the charts?
Well, the fan reactions have been just massively positive. Everyone talks about the chemistry between ROSÉ and Bruno, the clever lyrics, that super catchy chorus.
Undeniable chemistry.
And lots of listeners really seem to connect with the whole friendship and shared experience theme. People share their own stories about drinking games, hanging out, that kind of bonding.
And it wasn't just fans loving it, right? Critics, too.
Oh, yeah. Critics are on board. NME gave it 5 out of 5 stars, called it addictively flirty and fun. Spot on, I think.
Totally. But what really stands out to me, and maybe this is key, is that APT got huge without a specific TikTok dance challenge driving it.
That's such a good point.
So many hits now rely on that, but this felt organic. What does that tell us? that a song can still explode without a dedicated dance trend.
I think it's crucial. It really reinforces the song's own appeal, Maybe it signals that genuine musical connection can still win out over just chasing trends.
Yeah, maybe the song itself is just that good.
If it's authentically catchy and the theme hits home, maybe it doesn't need the challenge. And if you zoom out a bit, thinking about Rosé's solo career, APT feels like this really bold, joyful launchpad for her debut solo album, Rosie.
Connecting it to the album.
Thematically, it fits perfectly with the album's focus on, like, connection, joy, being authentic. And it also shows a different side of her compared to Blackpink's usual themes of empowerment, independence.
Right, this is more about social bonds, friendship.
Exactly. It really highlights her versatility as an artist.
Okay, so wrapping up this deep dive, APT isn't just another hit song. It's a groundbreaking cross-cultural phenomenon, really.
Totally.
A perfect example of unexpected viral success and this amazing bridge between different music styles and audiences all over the world. It's been fascinating digging into it.
Absolutely. And it leaves us with a really interesting question for you, the listener, to chew on.
Yeah.
How does a song that's so specifically rooted in one culture's game manage to connect so universally across languages, borders, everything? What does the success of APT really tell us about where global pop is heading? And about the power of just shared human experiences. Fun, friendship, connection, things that don't need translation. As you're listening to music, maybe think about what other little cultural bits and pieces might pop up in mainstream music next and become the next big global thing.